Greetings and salutations, viewers, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. I've been having some problems lately, as you can definitely see behind me. The obsidian sickness is starting to spread a bit. I've also been, I had like the weirdest nightmare, like super weird. I don't really even know what to do with that info, but you know what? We got things to do today. So in the last episode, we found an unknown journal in the stronghold in a chest up in the ceiling of a room, which was kind of odd. Never seen anything like that before. And we followed it to a temple in the jungle. And in that temple in the jungle, we found the compass. And then we followed that compass to the south, where we found an opening in the mountain and went all the way down to the bottom, where we found an unknown abandoned city deep under a mountain. And I decided that I was going to put all of that stuff away in this box that I called danger. All the danger stuff. And we're going to leave all this danger stuff in the ender chest, where it's safe and I don't have to worry about it. Because today we have other stuff to do. We had a whole bunch of stuff we were going to do last time, which we didn't do, so we're going to do it this time. So that means roads. But first, we need to go do something. I asked you guys to leave comments down below about what we wanted to call our horse. And I got a suggestion from someone by this person. And they decided that we are going to name this horse Grim. So this is Grim, our new horse companion. Hi, Grim. Aw, Snuggles. Soon we'll be able to take Grim down the road, but we need to build it first. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do today. Is we are just going to start building the road right away. We're not wasting any time. We are not getting distracted by anything. From this point on, until it is done, it is road building, tree chopping, and everything else in between. Let's go. Okay, good news. The road's pretty much done. I have a few little spots here and there I got to work on, but I can do those later. But let's go take a tour of the new road. So immediately after we come out of the tavern, you can see that I added lampposts down the entire pathway. I put these about every 14 or 15 blocks. I really didn't measure too much. I just needed enough light so things would stop spawning on me while I was building. Along the road, we also have these nice little bushes. These are a mixture of birch leaves and oak leaves and dark oak leaves with a little bit of moss on top and around it just to give it some character. Also on the road, we have a mixture of our tough cobblestone and mossy cobblestone, which honestly turned out really good. It looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Excuse me. No, you're not allowed on the path. Go away. Thank you. So as we continue down the pathway, you can see we still have more little bushes. I added some cobblestone and mossy cobblestone walls here and there on the sides where I didn't want to carve out too much of the dirt. It kind of gives it the impression that it's holding it back a little bit. You can actually see it more down here where we have a much longer stretch of it. I did this as a good way to show that we are holding back the dirt from getting onto the pathway. So you can see we have a nice mixture of stone, cobblestone, and mossy stone and mossy cobblestone with some leaves and bushes on top of it. It just kind of shows that it's a little bit overgrown and it kind of spreads out through the back. And here and there we have little patches of moss. As we come down here around the first corner and the first bend of the path, you can see I added a little pumpkin patch and some crops. There's carrots and wheat in here, some pumpkins. Just to kind of give this area some character. It felt pretty bland. And I did that along the whole way. And you can see we have more bushes here and there, some covered with moss, some aren't. We got a couple little random things of wheat here and there. Over here we have another wall, just a plain wall holding back some more dirt with a tree on top. A lot of this was just to give some accent to this road, just to make it look a little bit more lively, like it's been here for a long time. It's a bit overgrown on the sides. You can see there's some more plants behind this bush with the trees. And as we come over here where we were going to build the pit mine, I actually left all of this open. None of this has been decorated for the simple fact that well, I don't know exactly what I'm putting here yet. So I didn't want to overgrow this whole area and then have to tear it all down again. So we'll come up here, up the pathway a little bit. You can see we're starting to get into the more larger, thick bushes up here. As we start to go down the path, it thins out a bit more. And up here was pretty interesting. When I was carving this pathway up here through the dirt, I got up to this area and I was doing this little area here and I kept hearing zombies like everywhere. And I was like, where are all these zombies coming from? I kind of figured maybe there was like a cave under the ground. So I dug down, found something interesting. Directly under here, there's a spawner. There's a zombie spawner. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with this. And I'm probably gonna add some little building here. I was thinking, I had this really funny idea of just putting a little outhouse over here and just having it lead down into a zombie killing chamber. But funny little idea. I might do it still. This area was really fun to build. So this is the grotto area, and I really just kind of went wild with this place. I got azalea trees growing up all over the place. I added a different style lamppost here just because we need more light. I also remember this was actually open, and I built like a little land bridge over it. And we got some andesite wall pieces hanging down, kind of looking like stalactites, because I didn't want to use actual dripstone. The colors just didn't match up good. Over here we got a little bit of a pond coming through and it kind of like snakes its way out. And you can see I really made this area with the water very moss heavy, so it kind of wraps up all the way around here. Now I didn't do this pathway because I don't know where it's going, and I also have not done this area yet, mostly because I just wanted to finish the road off. And you can see we have some glowberries here. I put a little bit of string under it just so they stop growing all the way down to the ground. If we come up here, you can see this is very thick with the moss and the grass. It got some flowers up here, and it goes all the way around to the other side. It looks really nice. I was really happy with this area, how it turned out. So we'll continue down the pathway. This area is also a bit bland here. I didn't know exactly what I was doing with this area yet either. I added a few bushes here and there, but I didn't see this area needing as much since it's kind of going into the plains. We're leaving the forest from this point and we're going into the plains, so there's not as many bushes around. As we come up here, we come to the bridge. The bridge was pretty fun. It's pretty simple. It was just some basic oak wood. This is just a very simple bridge I threw together. It's just oak wood, some stone, a little bit of cobble, and underneath we kind of have like vines hanging down, very thick bushy vines. Even got a little bit of glowberries down there. I'm waiting for it all to really grow out. I also wanted to add some vines in here, but I just didn't have any. So later I'm gonna have to go over there into the jungle and grab some. And it does the same thing on this side too. I think I'm gonna make this trench here very overgrown and almost like its own separate habitat area from the actual plains around here. And going up the bridge, we have half slabs into little trap doors, and then I used the campfires on the top just to kind of give it that wooden plank style look when you go across. And then the road just continues down towards the village, and I actually didn't finish it all the way. So I'm debating now that I got to here, I'm either going to off branch the road here this way, or I'm going to off branch the road here this way. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. Our original one was here. Those two spots feel more natural to go just when I was building it with the terrain. And the sun is going down. We need to sleep, and I think I have a bed in here. I do. We'll sleep real quick. So then when we get up here to the actual village, I actually stopped the road because, well, I didn't actually know what I was going to do with this town yet. I want to add some buildings in here, but I don't know what kind of building style I'm going for yet. I do know one building I am going to build, and we're going to build it today because it's super simple, and I just want to get it going because, well, I'm not ready to build the laboratory yet. As you can see from my inventory, I have all this copper. I have to age all this copper, which means I have to go out into this field and plant all of this copper out so it can age, so we can actually finally start building. Also doing some quick math when I got everything built and had to figure out what I needed for blocks. I'm about 1,500 blocks short of bricks, so back to the mines to find more clay. But first, we're actually going to do something. We're going to build a village breeder because we need more villagers. And I think for simplicity, we're going to build it right here. So this is everything we're going to need. I honestly don't even need this much blocks. And yes, deep slate is all I have. So that's what we're using. I'm going to clear out a real big area here real quick, and we will start building on this. We're just going to build this one live. It's super fast and simple. There's nothing complicated about this village breeder at all. And the best part about this village breeder versus other ones is, well, I don't have to do anything with it. They just breed themselves. So we'll start here and we'll grab everything and I'll kind of walk you through what we're doing here real quick. Okay, first thing we're gonna need about a 11 by 10 area. This should be good enough. We're gonna dig 3 down. We're gonna place a torch like that. We are going to grab dirt. We're gonna dig out 1 more. We're gonna put a dispenser here. Actually, we'll dig out this 2. We're gonna want 2 powered rails, 1 regular rail. Can't do it on a path block. Rail. And on this one, we're just going to want a button, but I didn't bring one. What to do when you forget a button? You take a piece of wood and you make a button. I'll slap a button on there. In here, we're going to end up putting minecart, so this is going to be a very automatic system. All right, once we got this in place, then we can start building. So we're going to want 9 from here, and then we're going to want 10 over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to do 9 by 10 again. And we're going to leave this one open. From here, we go over 3. This will be a 3 by 6. We'll get 2 of the composters and put them here. We'll dig this out down 3. We'll get some beds and we will lay them feet facing the opening. And some of you already might be able to figure out what this is doing already. So what we're doing is basically, we're going to get the baby villagers, once they breed, they're going to want to go to the bed. But they're not going to be able to make it to the bed because they're going to fall down this hole. When they get down this hole, they are going to get pushed up by the water into the next part. There we go. So we put water here. They get flushed over. Once they grow up, they go up here. When they're up here, they get pushed into this corner. When we push this to get a minecart, the minecart will go under. And while there's a villager stuck in this corner, it will snag them and put them on the rail. It's super simple. And then in here, we basically just build a farm. So for this, we're going to build a potato farm. And we're also going to need to dig out this one to put water. We're going to put a piece of water there, block that off, and the rest of it is just filling it in, put 2 villagers in, and wait. This is the most simple, automatic village breeder imaginable. I'm just going to use potatoes because that's what I have the most of, but you can use beets, carrots, potatoes. It doesn't matter. The only thing I suggest is don't use wheat because they actually need bread, but this works just good. We'll sleep real quick and finish this up. All right, and that's pretty much it. Now it's done. Now all I got to do is grab 2 villagers out of this church and put them in the farm. And to do that, I am going to have to build some more rails. I did a whole bunch of AFKing at an iron farm recently, so I can do this. And then all we need is some sticks. So I'm going to tear down this house since we're going to tear it down anyway at some point. That is more than enough rails. Probably far too many. And I think what we're going to do... So I was actually going to use minecarts to push them in, but I think I have a better idea. I think I'm just going to let them path to it. Seems pretty simple. Come on. 1, go. Come on. I need 1 more. There you go. Come on. There we go. In you go. Great. Just like that, too. Oh, no. I forgot to add. Well, this has already turned out really bad because I forgot to add a couple blocks here. No matter. We will just place these. We will fall down ourselves. Can't have you guys following me, but you can have that dirt free to use. We know what we're doing now. Moving villagers isn't always easy, so second time's a charm. Oh, hello. First contestant, head on in. You are now a farmer. Who else wants to be a farmer today? You want to be a farmer? Yeah, you do. Go on. You know you want to go be a farmer and stuck in a pen for the rest of your life. Go on. Go on. There you go. Nope. Gotta go that way. Go on. There you go. Nope. We're not going that way anymore. Come on. That's your new home. Go on. You're a farmer now. Get in there. Let me give you some incentive. There you go. You're a farmer now. You guys can fix that later. Okay, we can tear this down now. Now we're done. It wasn't pretty at all, but you know what? Doesn't matter. As long as it's done, that's all I care about. You know what? Actually, you know what we can do with this glass? Haha, now I can see them. Okay, well, put this stuff away, and now we're good to go. We now have a village breeder. And they'll just stay in there and breed themselves and eventually fill mob cap for the whole area, and we'll have tons of villagers. Forever. Now look at that. They've already replanted the potatoes. Isn't that great? Good job, guys. You guys are awesome. I will eventually put a roof on this. I don't even know what I'm going to have the outside of it look like because I'm not going to leave it like this forever. This is more of just temporary. I'm mostly doing this because I got to get some masons going because, well, I'm going to need them in the very near soon future because I need all of their trades because they are very useful for a build we have coming up in the future. But as the sun sets behind me, I think we're actually going to call it there for this episode because, well, that road was a lot of work. It was way more than I was anticipating. Thank you for joining me on this episode, and in the next one, I promise we will build the laboratory. Also, I don't ask this ever, but it would be very appreciative if you could like and subscribe this video. So thank you again. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.